Katy and the baby cloud, the girl who rode a baby cloud and saved grandmother Emma from a thief. It was a beautiful Sunday morning. The sun was shining brightly, and a gentle breeze was blowing through the pine trees that covered the hillside. Among the pine trees on the side of the road was a lovely blue cottage in which Katy, a 7-year-old girl, lived. Katy was getting ready to visit her grandmother Emma, who lived on a hill close by. Katy loved the red skirt and the matching red top that her mother had gifted her on her 7th birthday. It went well with her red shoes, and her mother had tied her hair with a red ribbon to make her look even more pretty. Katy picked up the pink bag that her mother had so lovingly packed. It had chocolates, cookies, her favorite peanut sandwiches, and a bottle of water. Katy had visited grandmother Emma several times earlier, but this was the first time she was going alone. Katy was full of excitement as she stepped onto the hill road. As she skipped along the path, humming her favorite tune, something unusual caught her eye. Just ahead, floating low above the road, was a baby cloud. It was fluffy, round, and seemed lost.
Hello.
The cloud said in a tiny, tinkling voice.
I'm Fluffy, the baby cloud. What's your name?
Katy stopped, her eyes wide with wonder.
I'm Katy. Are you talking to me?
The cloud bobbed up and down in excitement.
Yes. I got separated from my family. You look kind. Will you be my friend?
Katy grinned.
Of course. But shouldn't you be up in the sky with the other clouds?
Fluffy looked a little embarrassed.
I wanted to explore down here, but now I'm a bit stuck.
Don't worry.
She said.
I'm going to visit grandmother Emma, who lives on the next hill. Would you like to come with me?
The cloud hesitated, and then to Katy's surprise made an interesting offer.
Would you like a ride? I can carry you to your grandmother's house.
Katy clapped her hands.
That sounds amazing.
Fluffy gently wrapped his soft, misty arms around Katy and waited for a suitable breeze. Soon a playful breeze came along, and Fluffy and Katy started floating gently over the hills. Katy gasped as the world below grew smaller and smaller.
Look!
She exclaimed.
The road down below looks like a ribbon, the cars are like toy cars, and the cottages are like doll houses.
Fluffy giggled.
See? Isn't it fun up here?
Suddenly, a strong gust of wind caught Fluffy off guard, blowing him and Katy sideways. Fluffy wobbled and spun, carried off course.
Watch out! What's happening?
Katy cried, clutching her bag tightly. Papa Cloud and Mama Cloud, who had been watching their little one with concern, cried out in alarm and floated down quickly. Papa Cloud was angry.
Baby Cloud, you're too little to be flying on your own.
Mama Cloud also showed her unhappiness.
Who's this with you?
She asked Fluffy.
She's my friend. I'm taking her to her grandmother's house.
Fluffy explained, his chest puffed with pride. Papa Cloud looked down and realized that the wind had pushed Baby Cloud far away from the house of grandmother Emma.
You're going the wrong way,
said Papa Cloud.
Let's get you both back on track.
The two bigger clouds nudged Fluffy gently, steering him through the sky. With their guidance, Fluffy soon found the right hill. Katy could not conceal her delight.
There it is,
she said, pointing to a pretty little red cottage with 3 pine trees. Fluffy floated down and was trying to land on grandmother Emma's lawn when Katy noticed a man carrying a sack. He was wearing a mask and was clearly a thief. Katy was even more horrified when she saw grandmother Emma tied to a chair and shouted in a voice full of fear,
Baby Cloud! Baby Cloud! Don't land! Grandmother is in trouble. We need help.
Fluffy did not know what to do. Fortunately for him, a fresh wind whipped up and Fluffy rose above the cottage. He understood that Grandma Emma needed help and signaled Papa Cloud and Mama Cloud to help. Papa Cloud and Mama Cloud threw down swiftly. Both of them were loaded with rain and hailstones. Quickly, the two of them targeted the masked man with a volley of hailstones and rain. The attack was fierce. The hailstones were very large and hit the thief hard. He tried to run but found that he could not avoid the hailstone. The force of the hailstones was such that the masked man dropped the sack and ran for safety. On seeing this, Mama Cloud and Papa Cloud flew back into the skies. Fluffy the baby cloud then landed softly on the front lawn. Katy hopped off and ran swiftly across the lawn to free Grandmother Emma. The thief had used two ropes to tie Grandmother Emma to the chair so that she could not escape. Katy had to struggle hard to free Grandma. With great difficulty, she was able to untie the knots. Grandma shakily rose from the chair and raised her hands, high in joy and relief. Katy was equally moved. She lovingly put her hands around her grandmother and hugged her. Grandmother Emma and Katy then walked across the lawn to thank Baby Cloud for his help. Fluffy beamed with delight and asked Katy,
"Can we be friends forever?"
Katy was overjoyed. She patted Fluffy warmly and said in a soft voice,
Yes, of course. We will be friends forever and forever.
As Fluffy floated back to join his family, Katy waved until he disappeared into the afternoon sky. It was a day Katy would never forget, nor could she ever forget Fluffy the baby cloud. If you enjoyed listening to this story, then please like, share, and subscribe to the Fables Forever channel by clicking the subscribe button below and enjoy more such stories.